I'm Jason Dundas here in East Java, Indonesia. And the next story I'm about to show you was filmed in the Mentawai Islands alongside SurfAid International. Now, just 5 days after we left the area, a tsunami struck the whole region. So now more than ever, SurfAid International needs your help. So here's our story. It's 5 a.m. and I'm in Padang in Indonesia. It's taken me 2 days to get here from Australia, and I've still got a 4-hour boat ride till I reach my final destination, the Mentawai Islands. This is an area known for some of the greatest surf on the planet. The Mentawais are a group of about 70 islands off the coast of Sumatra. The original surfers who discovered the islands as a surfing hotspot tried to keep it secret for many years. And why wouldn't you? Perfect waves, friendly locals, the place was paradise.
An earthquake and tsunami on the west coast of Indonesia have swept away dozens of villages and left as many as 10 Australian surfers missing. The quake hit late last night, 7.5 on the Richter scale, about 280 kilometres south of Padang. What followed was an aftershock, then the tsunami, which slammed into the island of Pagai.
Pagai is exactly where we were headed to shoot our story. It's also home to one of the best breaks on the planet, Macaronis.
So surfing out here a few years back, you could have found yourself fighting with up to 40 guys on the one break. But now, out here at Macaronis specifically, they've just implemented a 2-boat restriction for the area, which means you're guaranteed to get waves.
It was the boats moored at these 2 buoys that just 5 days later burst into flames when the tsunami washed through. But at this point in my trip, I was only interested in one thing.
That is Macaronis. It's an 80-metre long left-hand wave, one of the most consistent out here in the islands, breaks in almost every condition, and it's been voted as one of the funnest waves on Earth. I'm out there! Step, mate. Thanks. When it comes to accommodation out here, you don't have too many options. Now, this place, Macaronis Resort, is one of the best. I mean, after a day of surfing, they drop you off basically at the front door to your room.
On the night of the 25th of October 2010, all of this was washed away. The boathouse, the hammocks, the bungalows, and the bar. What saved all the guests and staff staying here was the 3-story pole building.
Oh no, I see.
Of course, the tsunami didn't just affect Australian surfers staying in a resort. About 20 minutes upriver from Macaronis is the local village of Silabu, which is where we were heading to check out some of the work SurfAid International have been doing.
In their quest for uncharted, perfect waves, surfers often act like explorers discovering paradise for the first time. And in the case of the Mentawai Islands, well, it wasn't until those surfers got off the waves and came into the villages that they discovered that paradise wasn't all what it was cracked up to be.
Dr. Dave Jenkins founded SurfAid in 1999 in the Mentawai Islands. But it was the 2004 Asian tsunami that saw SurfAid expand its operations even further.
When you first left the surf and came into the villages in the Mentawai Islands, what were you confronted with?
Well, the first thing I walked past was the graveyard, and I just found all these little small graves. Not one, not 2, but a whole lot of little graves. And it's in paradise, you know, so I wondered what was going on.
What was going on was a population dying of preventable diseases like malaria. But the main thing they were missing was education.
So, Jace, this is a very effective way of reducing childhood suffering and death. Here, before SurfAid, there was a lot of malaria here.
Yeah.
And the people didn't know what they used to think came from coconut juice.
True.
So we've educated them and we've distributed them, and now the people tell us the malaria is very rare here now.
Well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And mosquito nets just saves lives.
We just need to do more of it.
SurfAid International's philosophy is not to throw money at a problem. Rather, it aims to empower people to help themselves.
The wife's been on to the husband to build a latrine for 9 years.
Oh, really?
And it wasn't until we triggered them and we actually told them the cause of their diarrhea is they're eating each other's feces, that kind of woke them up, and we showed them how to build a latrine.
SurfAid hires local staff from the area to work with the villagers.
This is a new behaviour, and Ibu and Bapa here are they're early adopters, change agents, and we celebrate them, and so make sure the village knows that these people are doing the right thing, and actually tell them, you know, make sure you tell others and influence others.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how change starts to roll through a village.
Having now visited the locals in the Mentawai Islands, played with their children, visited their homes and seen the good work that SurfAid have been doing, it's devastating to know that just a few days after I left, the very surf that I was so eager to ride rose up and dealt these people such a cruel blow. To donate to SurfAid's Mentawai Tsunami Appeal, go to surfaidinternational.org or call 1-800-257-957. And you can get updates on rebuilding at Macaronis at macaronisresort.com.